you are putting forward for, especially the returnees and your effort, I've seen that you've traveled out there. Those are the kind of solutions that I was also suggesting in my book or in whatever I'm doing. To see that you have taken, you are spearheading that effort, that is my heart. And we want to see whatever areas we can to support you, because even the senator herself has written and passed resolutions on that as well. And then, in addition, I have written the resolution in the state of Georgia, resolution 381, decided over there, where I am encouraging that whatever we are doing in the state of Georgia, creating a relationship with our motherland here. So that has been passed already in the state of Georgia. It's something that we want to celebrate this March. And then together, of course, we are stronger. Together we can make efforts and whatever we can do to support you in helping the working with the returnees and support your ability. We believe strongly in talent development.
I just want to put on record that we're proud of what you're doing, particularly the determination and the drive with which you have passionately undertaking your projects. We are, as a state, we know we're blessed and endowed with so many resources, but key are our people, particularly those in the diaspora. We are a very resilient, proud, strong, and aspirational people. And that comes to play when we leave here and go abroad and find ourselves in environments that are nurturing and that are encouraging. So no doubt people, we have people like you who have done extremely well. And that also has a reverse effect of putting pressure on some of the younger ones here not to want to live life here anymore, but to go abroad. Clearly, for us in Edo, we are designing a roadmap into our future, the future we see for Edo. Nobody else can do it for us but us. We've got to be very clear as to what we want. And it's that clarity that will determine the kind of partners and the projects we undertake. We fortunately got the blessing of our people last 2 Septembers ago. We got sworn in November 2016. And in the last 15 or so months, we have been able to clearly articulate where we believe Edo should be going. Edo is perhaps the most endowed state in Nigeria today. Endowed not only the people, endowed not only as a result of its strategic location, but the land, the water resources, the natural and mineral resources it's endowed with. All of those just, they make us stand out. And so in the last 12, 15 months, we've tried to articulate a path to growth, to economic prosperity. Because once we can make Edo prosperous, then most of our citizens would not find any need or pleasure to want to go out. In fact, most of them outside, like you, will want to bring so much of what you have out there. So we as a government believe that our destinies are in our hands and we have to do it ourselves here. So we may not want to, we will have to take time out to plan our engagements outside. But we have to engage. But in engaging, it's going to be very well, we're going to be coming out to sell and look and sell the specific opportunities we want. All the areas you have mentioned are clearly areas we're working on and we're very excited in. As we speak, there's a team that's currently going on to map the healthcare potentials across the state and the sub-region, because we want to make Edo a medical hub. Like I said, nobody is going to come and do it from us outside. We need to think through, understand clearly, and then when we go out, we can now say, these are the specific areas of need, or these are the specific opportunities that exist. and we'll be able to articulate and present those opportunities in a way that people can, sustainably come in and undertake those opportunities. Clearly, we're shifting from the past where government used to be dominant and government determined and, in a sense, try to control everything. Our government just will enable things happen. And as enablers, we're giving you information, we're giving you data, we're creating the right environment for things to happen. We are designing industrial parks and industrial clusters where people can conveniently come in and essentially just plug and play production. And when those happen, then all the other opportunities you're talking about have a nurturing ground to grow. So the industrial park designs are ready. Our partners are coming in the next couple of weeks to fine-tune the marketing, to talk about how to award the EPC contracts to build the core infrastructure, the power requirements, and all of those. And as all those opportunities are articulated, we'll put them out there. We'll put the information out there in the web. And if we have to now travel to come and specifically sell the opportunities to pre-selected investors, by you, just like we did in China 2 weeks ago, we'll do same. But everything we do, because we don't have a lot of resources, we don't have a lot of money, we ensure is very clearly calibrated to get value for our people. So every area, the whole area, everything you mentioned here is already taken into design in our industrial park. It's going to be one of the largest industrial parks in this part of the country, already serviced by energy, by major national trunk. And we believe that if we have the resources and time permitting, then before the legislative year ends in March, we will come and sell the opportunity of the park and the opportunities which, and hopefully then we can now meet the legislative session and see how else our corporations can be strengthened. We are trying to spin the trafficking narrative, the human trafficking narrative. It's not a good thing. It's something we're very upset and sad about. But what we've done as a government is to accept that we have a problem rather than hide. And having done so, we have laid out strategies to deal with trafficking from just deterrence, trying to prevent people from coming to traffic innocent kids, youths here, to helping them come back home when they are stranded, and resettling them, and then giving them skills, giving them skills and other opportunities. But in a mix to ensure that we first address the root causes of why these youths are prone to being trafficked. Those we're working on, and it's part of our general agenda. And then lastly, migration is not bad in itself. You migrated, that is why you're doing what you're doing. What we want to do is now focus on legal migration. So if we are going to come to Georgia, we want to sit with the government of Georgia and say, okay, what agreements can we have when our people want to come in as nurses or as welders, or what sort of certification, what sort of training should we give them at all so that we can legally send them out there? You give them visas to come and work there, just like nationals from some other third world countries do. So this is the thinking. There's a whole array of things to do with, but I'm happy that we've started the engagement and to assure you that we're very proud of what you're doing. You are one of the major resources we have. Our diaspora is a major resource, and as a government, we intend to take advantage of this major resource endowment and use it to foster and support our development efforts as a government.